Let's finish up 5.7, graphing and solving quadratic inequalities. And here's another inequality for us. But notice how there's only one variable. So first, we want to factor this, just like we would anything else. So, because remember, this isn't a y, so let's just try to factor this. Can you think of two numbers that multiplied to give you 5, that add to give you -6? Yep. -1 and -5. So we end up getting x minus 1, x minus 5. Think of it as an equal sign. That's why I have an equal sign there. So to solve each of these, you would add 1 to both sides. You'd add 5 to both sides of that one. We had x equals 1 and x equals 5. Okay, so what does that mean? There's 1, there's 5. How can we solve this? Since the equation is positive, it opens up, right? It's a positive equation, so I know that the parabola is going to open up. So all I did was do a rough sketch of a parabola. That's all that is. With my 2 points there, I have a rough sketch of the parabola. I want everything that is less than 0. See that? Less than 0. Less than 0 is everything down here. Everything down here is less than 0. So when is y less than 0? It's going to be in between these two. This curve right here is where it's less than 0, between the 1 and the 5. So your answer is between 1 and 5. 1 is less than x is less than 5. Take a look at this one. We got to try to factor this. Since it can't be factored, we're going to solve it using the quadratic formula. B is 3, A is 2, C is -3, so I plug them all in. And I get -3 plus or minus the square root of 33 over 4. I get about 0.69 and -2.19. So when I plot those, there's 0.69. There is -2.19. The point is that since we have that, the equation is positive, so a rough sketch of it looks like that. There's a positive one, but I'm looking for everything that's greater than 0, meaning this line right here, from here and stop, is greater than 0. From here on is greater than 0. So that's when it's greater than 0. When the number is less than -2.9 and when it's greater than 0.69, that's when the answer is greater than or equal to 0.
You're gonna end up eating a steady diet of government cheese.
So we got to get everything onto one side. So there's everything onto one side. And now we got to see if we can factor that or use the quadratic equation. Well, this can be factored, so we're just going to factor it. What multiplies to give you -8, that adds to give you 2, 4, and -2. So it's x plus 4 and x minus 2. We solve each of those to get -4 and +2. So I plot a 1, 2, 3, -4, and a 2. I'm looking for parabola. It's positive again, so I have a positive parabola going up. And it's just a rough sketch, keep that in mind. But I'm looking for everything that is less than or equal to 0, which is down here. So it's everything in between the 2 points. So in between those 2 points is the answer.
Bye-bye.
So there's your homework. The hardest part isn't the graphing. The graphing can be tedious. It's seeing if you can actually make some actual sense out of the last part there, solving quadratic inequalities. So if you can, let me know. If not, there is more examples on how to do that online if you need them. But if you're still having any problems, please feel free to email me or go to the Moodle site or check on my website. Thank you very much.